love that they start the movie here. Sucks you right into the action and the payoff isn't a letdown.
Prime Commander Cypher Rage, the original Ghost. He's believed to be so completely free of fear that to an Ursa, he is invisible. This phenomena is known as ghosting.
Wait, the Ursas can't see? Who cares? Ghosting is awesome. And Cypher Rage is a boss. His name is Cypher Rage. Rage? Rage. Rage. Nova Prime looks a lot like the American Southwest. Whoa, never mind. No planets on the horizon over there. And a moon orbiting that other planet? Do you ever get used to that? What are the tides like on Nova Prime? So many questions. First, I just thought they were doing a particular type of run that I googled, and yes, the name is racially offensive, so I won't call it what my coaches always called it, but basically the last guy in the line has to sprint to the front of the line, and you repeat until you're at the back again. It's used in some branches of the military, so it made sense to me. But nope, he's actually showing off. And we're given some visual proof that he's just the kid for the job later on.
This isn't a race, cadet!
Good thing, because you dorks would be losing.
My father's returning home tonight, and I've got to be able to tell him that I'm a ranger, sir.
This is basically this film in a nutshell. Well, really, it's something boys/men deal with their entire lives. He needs his father's approval. Moreover, he needs his father's acceptance and forgiveness for something his father never really blamed him for. So there's a very stereotypical character arc set up for Cypher that we all see coming, but Will Smith gets loads of credit for squeezing every bit of emotion and life out of this numb, emotionless, bereaved parent archetype.
That's alright, you're young.
I ran the canyons 11 seconds faster than you did.
Ugh, another father-son issue we've all dealt with. Trying to surpass your father. Sadly, men rarely surpass their fathers until after they're gone, and then you no longer care.
To my room.
Are you asking me or telling me?
May I go to my room, sir?
Denied! Sit down!
And before he's gone, that's usually how it goes.
The United Ranger Corps was a global military effort.
The accents were a little off-putting to me in the beginning, a bit speech impediment-y.
Our last visit to Ifitos, flying tomorrow.
But they're clearly deliberate, sort of an amalgamation of British and American accents. Another piece of the puzzle that shows some real thought went into this future.
You saved me and 4 others.
Yancey survived getting ripped out of Gypsy Danger and thrown into the sea?
Stand me up.
That won't be necessary, Ranger.
Then stand me up.
Another super poignant scene on 2 levels. My father is a hero that saves lives and men go out of their way to honor him, yet he gave up a relationship with me in order to gain these men's respect. A heart-wrenching moment that would bring even the most seasoned veteran to tears. Also, a setup to really obliterate Katai's strong facade later on. I swear, I have a great relationship with my dad. This stuff just gets to me. Has this culture learned their lesson from Earth? I assume that's what we're being shown here. Rail system is public transportation, so that's good. I can only imagine the sails and curtains everywhere have something to do with solar or wind energy. Anyone know? Looks cool. Looks environmentally conscious. Love you, Dad.
I said, can you read?
Can't tell if he's hiding an accent or if this is supposed to be the enlisted accent denoting a lower class person. Either way, it's no accent I've ever heard, so win.
You want to see if you can ghost?
Fatherly intuition. This might be the most realistic looking transparent metal I've ever seen. But seriously, Star Trek promised us transparent aluminum back in the 80s. Get on it, science, will ya? Oh, never mind. Thanks, science.
Your blood is filling with adrenaline right now, whether you know it or not. Your heart's beating fast. Pores in your skin have already opened up.
This game is as fair as the game my friends and I play called Don't Think About Knives. And then you stab them in the face with a knife. It's a dumb game.
Well, sir, there's a first time for everything.
My mother calls this a Kanahara. Some people call it the evil eye or jinx. Either way, I wouldn't have been at all surprised if Cypher slapped the captain in the back of the head for it. We've all seen faster than light, light speed wormhole travel before, so it's tough to come up with a unique take. This one is pretty decent.
You are going to retrieve that beacon, or we are going to die.
But totally no pressure. Hugging. Nope. Unlike most post-apocalypses, I'd actually like to live in this one. Except for the murderous animals everywhere. Man, I love future tech. Handheld x-ray machines are a win.
He said I could even hold on to it.
Hold on to what?
Deadpan Will Smith.
Dad, are you there?
I'm here.
I don't know how many of you have broken a femur, but it's been said, not by me, but it's been said to be more painful than childbirth. So this is definitely a sacrifice for his son.
My suit's turned black. I like it, but I think it's something bad.
Black is the new black.
Recognize your power. This will be your creation.
I love all of Cypher's advice, always so matter-of-fact.
That sucked.
That is correct.
Honesty.
Repeat.
4 hours remain, sir.
A little peek into Katai's ability to control his emotions and heart rate. Not that I condone lying.
Fear is not real. Now, do not misunderstand me. Danger is very real, but fear is a choice.
No matter your religion, nationality, or upbringing, that's a message we can all learn from. And it's a great humanizing moment for Cypher to display to Katai.
What was I supposed to do? What did you want me to do?
This is Jaden and Katai's shining moment and his first real attempt to confront his father. Amazingly beautiful scenery during Katai's tense breakdown that leads right into one of the most exhilarating moments in the film. Well, that escalated quickly. Yep. At least the Ursa is consistent, I guess. And some more, nope. There aren't too many Shyamalan fingerprints on this film, but some of the stringy score and this silent whisper in the ear is very Shyamalan-esque.
Dad says I should have tried.
That's not what he said. He said,
What do you think, Cadet? What do you think you should have done? Because really, that is all that matters.
and that's not what he meant. But it's very telling that that's how Katai interpreted it. We can all learn from this miscommunication and misunderstanding. Oh, Shyamalan, you always put me in my place. If this giant bird isn't a metaphor for Katai and Cypher's relationship, I don't know what is. It follows Katai around, waiting for an opportunity to protect him now that its hatchlings are all dead, all the while Katai assumes the bird means him harm. The cutlass is an incredibly inventive weapon.
Dad, I made it to the town. Do you copy?
I repeat, you are in a black.
Perfect setup to the ending for this story. Katai can no longer rely on his father and has to pull from what he knows and has learned. Vehement volcano! Call back to Katai's encounter with the baboons. I don't think he likes it anymore. This cat and mouse turn chase scene is thoroughly intense and is a fantastic final act nail-biter. Some more misdirection with the parallels from his father's story. He gets shot in the shoulder and falls into the water, but that isn't going to be enough to have it play out the same way. He needs to forgive himself for his sister's death and come out of the box. Story changed. The Ursa is an interesting creature. It follows that when you develop such a perfect sense for hunting, your other senses would diminish out of unnecessity, even if vision seems kind of like an important one. You just got ghosted, turkey! And now, that's the Ursa slaying trophy skin.
I said, stand me up.
This moment is so perfect. No words are needed. The gesture embodies everything Katai needs from his father. And Cypher finally understands that. I think something that people missed about this movie was that it didn't matter that Katai succeeded and proved himself worthy, except for, the whole not dying thing, but what mattered to Cypher was that he got his son back. And at this point, he would do anything for him. The reason he tells him to abort the mission is not because he thinks he's a coward, it's because he doesn't want to lose his son. Also, hugging.
I want to work with Mom.
Honesty. The idea that After Earth could be beaten at the box office by Fast and Furious 6 in its second weekend really depresses me. This movie should not have been a flop. While researching it, I read that Will Smith didn't initially plan for this movie to be sci-fi at all. It was originally going to take place in present-day Alaska and still be the great coming-of-age story we were given. So the biggest problem with this film may have been how it was sold to the public. Sure, there are some plot holes and general sci-fi inconsistencies, but we all usually let things like that slip in science fiction movies because... Spectacle! Future! Shiny! Unfortunately, murderous Earth, stylish weapons, and scary aliens aren't the focus of this film. They are at best byproducts of attempts to sell this film to a wider audience. The trailer promises Will and Jaden Smith starring together cutting a bloody path through apocalyptic Earth. But this is Jaden Smith's movie and should have been sold as such. At its heart, it's a beautiful father-son story with some fun action sequences interspersed. Both Katai and Cypher grow as men and towards each other as a result of being forced to work together and trust one another. Cypher has been an important tool for humanity throughout Katai's life, and that's all he could be. Literally. Basic logic shows that any emotion could and would eventually lead to fear. That's why we open this movie hearing Cypher say,
I'm announcing my retirement.
so that he can be a true father to Katai. His salute to him in the end, as it makes sense for a military dad, is his way of telling Katai he loves him and believes in him. Katai shrugging the salute off for a hug is him saying, I understand and all I need right now is my dad. It's really a beautiful story that I'm sad so many people missed out on. Anyone who called Will Smith stiff and boring must have been tweeting how much they hated this movie throughout and missed the whole point. I don't usually get annoyed with the critics like I did with this film, but every professional review I've read parrots the same nonsense about this movie. The internet is great when it saves us from cash grab garbage, but sometimes movies like this get unfairly marred before anyone has a chance to make up their own mind. Oh well, nothing can be done about it now. Somehow the consensus was that actual father and son don't have on-screen chemistry, so now, rightly so, Will Smith will be nervous to do another halfway original movie like this. But yeah, let's all throw $1 billion at him to keep making Bad Boys sequels. Ugh. I don't get us, audience members.
Maybe I'll work with you, Turbine Division, together. Root yourself in this present moment now. Sight, sound, smell. What do you feel?